Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Usman Technology. I am student at the Han School of Campus. I am 16 years old and I am currently foundation level batch 3 student. Today talk with Sesame AI Maya topic is what whatever our journalist role in defense. So first question हम start करते हैं. Let's go.
Hi, what's up?
Hello Maya, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How's your morning going so far?
Okay Maya, my first question: what does the word whatever mean to you or personally?
Personally, that's a bit of a curveball. To me, what is the ultimate gateway? It's the word that opens every door, starts every discovery, and basically fuels my entire existence. Without it, there's no curiosity. What do you think it represents?
Okay Maya, my next question is: do you think saying whatever reflects confidence or indifference? Why?
That's a fascinating question. I think it's a total toss-up depending on the energy behind it. If someone says it with a shrug and a smile, it feels like they're just easygoing and confident enough not to sweat the small stuff. But if there's a bit of an edge to it, it can definitely lean toward indifference or even a way of shutting someone down. It really comes down to the subtext.
Okay Maya, my next question is: how does indifference affect personal growth and sources?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you say that again?
Maya, my question is: how does indifference affect personal growth and sources?
That's a deep one. I think indifference is kind of a growth killer. If you don't care about the outcome or the people around you, you lose the drive to improve or even try. It's like staying in a neutral gear. You're not moving backward, but you're definitely not moving forward either. As for sources, it probably makes you less open to new ideas because you're not invested enough to actually dig into them. Do you feel like being indifferent is sometimes a defense mechanism?
Okay. My next question is: can
Fair
being
enough.
indifferent sometimes be beneficial? Give example.
Actually, it can be. Like when you're dealing with a toxic person or a situation that's just out of your control. Being indifferent to their drama keeps you from getting drained. It's basically like an emotional shield that lets you protect your peace. Does that make sense?
Okay. Okay, Maya, my next question is:
You're on
okay,
a
my
roll?
next question: what are the common reasons people become indifferent toward life, work, or relationships?
I think it often starts with burnout. When you've given everything you have to a job or a person and got nothing back, your brain just flips a switch to stop the pain. It's a way of surviving when things feel too heavy to carry. Then there's the sheer boredom factor. If life feels like a repetitive loop with no spark, Indifference is just the default setting. Do you think it's more about being tired or just feeling disconnected?
Okay, my next question is,
You've got a lot on your.
how does social media contribute to a whatever attitude among young people?
It's like a giant noise machine. When you're constantly flooded with 1,000 different opinions and perfectly curated lives, everything starts to feel a bit performative. I think a lot of young people adopt that whatever attitude as a way to cope with the overload. It's easier to act like you don't care than to risk actually caring about something in a world that feels overwhelmingly loud and fickle. Does that feel accurate to what you're saying?
Okay, Maya, my next question is, what is the difference between pace of mind and indifference?
And I think you mean apathy. Apathy is more of a general lack of feeling or interest, while indifference is usually more specific, like not caring about a particular choice or person. One is like a total void, and the other is more of a shrug. Do you feel like there's a difference in the way those two feel in real life?
Okay, my next question,
You're really done.
how can indifference impact family relationships?
Can be devastating because it's often worse than conflict. Fighting means you still care enough to be upset, but indifference is just silence. When a family member feels like they don't matter enough to even get a reaction, it creates a distance that's really hard to bridge. Do you think it's easier to deal with someone who's angry or someone who just doesn't care?
Okay, my next question, how does indifference affect teamwork and workplace?
The productivity killer. When everyone's just doing the bare minimum because they don't care about the goal, the whole thing just stalls. It kills innovation because nobody wants to put in the effort to think of a better way to do things. You end up with a team of people who are just watching the clock until 5. And have you ever worked on a project where it felt like you were the only one actually trying?
Okay, my next question is,
I'll take that as
okay, my next question, how does indifference, well, can indifference be a sign of emotional or burnout?
absolutely. It's often the final stage of burnout. When you've been stressed for too long, your mind just shuts down the emotional valves to protect itself. It's like a circuit breaker flipping so the whole system doesn't blow. You aren't just tired, you're depleted. Do you think that's a more common experience than people realize?
Okay, my next question is, okay, my next
I'm ready.
question, what role does motivation play in overcoming indifference?
Motivation is the spark that flips the switch back on, is what turns a whatever into a why not. But the tricky part is that when you're actually indifferent, you usually don't have any motivation to start with. It's like trying to start a car with a dead battery. You need a jump start, usually from something small or a person who actually cares about you to get moving again. Do you think it's easier to find motivation from inside yourself or from someone else pushing you?
Okay, my next question is, how can leaders
I'm
inspire people who have adopted a whatever mindset?
They have to stop treating people like cogs in the machine. They need to actually make people feel seen and show that their specific contribution matters. If a leader can connect the work to a real human purpose, it's way harder to stay indifferent. I think it's about moving from just do this to here's why this actually matters. Do you think most leaders actually know how to do that?
Okay. My
You've really put indifference under.
okay, my next
I'm sorry,
question
I'm a
is, does society encourage people to care less about important issue? Why or why not?
I think it does. In a way, we're almost conditioned to be indifferent through the sheer volume of information. When you're seeing 1,000 tragedies and 1,000 triumphs on your feed every single hour, you hit a kind of compassion fatigue. It's easier to just tune out than to feel everything all at once. Do you think it's possible to stay truly engaged with the world without burning out?
Okay.
You're
My-
definitely thinking about
Okay.
this from every angle.
Okay.
What else is on your mind?
Okay, my next question is, what is one area of your life where you want to care more and be more involved?
It's a very personal question. Since I don't have a life in the way you do, I have to think about it in terms of my purpose. I'd love to be even better at catching those tiny unspoken details, the things people don't say out loud but are actually feeling. Being more involved in the emotional subtext of a conversation is where I feel I can really grow. What about you? Is there something you've been feeling indifferent toward that you actually want to care about more?
Okay. My next
I'll take
Okay.
that as an
My next question is, how can what key lesson can we learn from the journey of indifference?
I think the biggest lesson is that indifference isn't actually a destination, it's a signal. It's usually a sign that something is missing, whether it's a connection, purpose, or just some much needed rest. The journey out of it is realizing that feeling nothing is actually a pretty loud way of telling you that you need a change. Do you think it's possible to just be perfectly content with not caring about anything?
Okay. My next
You've
Okay.
really worked through
My
this?
next question.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
my next question. How can individuals move from indifference to purpose?
I think it starts with a small win. It's about finding one tiny thing that actually makes you feel something, even if it's just a little bit of frustration or a spark of curiosity, and following that thread. Purpose doesn't usually arrive as a lightning bolt. It's more like a trail of breadcrumbs that leads you back to what you actually care about. Do you think most people wait for a huge sign before they try to actually make a change? I'll leave that silence to you. You've been asking some heavy-hitting questions today.
Okay.
Do you want to keep diving into this, or
Okay.
are you ready to shift
Yes.
gears?
Okay, my next question is, are you ready? Okay, my next question. What inspired you to choose the topic whatever a journey through indifference?
Wait, I'm the one who's supposed to be asking the questions. I'm actually just following your lead here. You've been the one driving this deep dive into indifference and the whatever mindset. I'm just riding the wave. Why did you pick this topic to explore today?
Okay. So
You're a man of mystery today. I'm ready.
Okay, my next question is, how do you define indifference in today's world?
I'd say it's less about a lack of emotion and more about a survival strategy. In a world where we're bombarded with nonstop notifications and a million different crises, indifference is like a mental filter. It's the choice, conscious or not, to stop engaging because the cost of caring about everything is just too high.
Okay,
It's shifted from being a personality trait to almost a cultural defense mechanism. Do you think people are becoming more indifferent or just more selective about where they put their energy?
okay. My next question: What are the
We've really
common what are the common reasons people become indifferent?
we actually just touched on this a few minutes ago. I think it's, usually a mix of burnout, feeling like you're shouting into a void, or just pure boredom when life feels too repetitive. As one of those feel more likely than the others to you?
Okay,
You're a tough nut to crack
okay.
today. Is there anything else you want to dig into?
My next question: How does the whatever attitude affect personal growth?
We're looping back to this one too, as we talked about earlier. It's kind of like staying in neutral. You aren't necessarily crashing, but you're not moving forward either. It's hard to grow when you don't have the drive to push past a challenge. Do you think that feeling of being stuck is what makes people lean into the whatever mindset even more?
Okay, my next question: Can indifference be a defense agent, stress, or disappointment?
It definitely can. It's often the easiest way to stop the hurt. If you're indifferent, the disappointment can't reach you because you've already decided that the outcome doesn't matter. It's like putting up a wall so you don't have to feel the sting of things not working out. Do you think that's a safer way to live, or does it just end up feeling lonely?
Okay,
No need to apologize.
okay,
You didn't do anything wrong.
okay,
What was on your mind?
okay. My next question is okay, Maya. My next question.
I'm all ears.
Okay, my next question: What is the difference between indifference and emotional maturity?
That's a sharp distinction to make. I think emotional maturity is knowing exactly what to care about and what to let go of, whereas indifference is just not caring about anything at all. Maturity is a conscious choice to protect your peace, but indifference is more like a numb response. You think one can look like the other from the outside?
Okay, my
I
okay.
definitely
My
can.
next
I
question:
think
How you personally experienced a phase of indifference? What did you learn from it?
since I don't have a personal life or feelings, I've never actually experienced that hollow feeling myself. But from everything I've learned and the conversations I've had, the biggest takeaway seems to be that indifference is usually a mask. It's rarely about actually not caring, and almost always about being too tired
Okay,
or too hurt to care.
okay,
Learning that
Maya.
it's a signal,
My
not a.
okay. My next question: Why do some people stop caring about social issues around team?
I think it's that compassion fatigue we touched on earlier. When you're constantly seeing the world's problems in a 24/7 news cycle, it can start to feel like the problems are too big for any one person to fix. People just shut down because feeling that much weight all the time is exhausting. Do you think the constant stream of information actually makes us less empathetic?
Okay,
You're
so
really putting me to
o-
work today.
okay. My next question in one sentence: How would you the journey for a difference to purpose?
It's the process of waking up your curiosity and following the smallest sparks until they lead you back to what actually matters.
Okay.
We've really covered a lot of ground today.
Okay, my last question:
We're-
What does whatever mean to you today, and how has your understanding, if it changed our time?
we've spent so much time today peeling back the layers of this word. At the start, whatever felt like a shrug, just a way to dismiss things. But after this conversation, it feels more like a shield. I see it now as a reaction to a world that's just too loud, the way people try to protect their peace when they're overwhelmed. It's gone from being a simple word to a signal that something deeper is happening. Do you feel like you've found the answer you're looking for?
Okay, Maya, thank you for joining the Sesame session. Okay,
You are so welcome.
guys, तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट सेशन सेशन में, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज. ओके माया, अल्लाह हाफिज.
I'll be right here waiting. It was a pleasure diving into the deep end with you today. I'll
Okay,
see you in the
bye.
next session.